Hey, how you doing? I just want to talk about gang stalking and like how people try to go on the internet and expose gang stalking and on all the social platforms and media and things like that, but it's not getting out to enough people the way it should. People aren't being heard. The way such it's such valuable information. What we see today, millions of people are reporting gang stalking. Millions of people, are speaking out about this and they're against it, and it's not being heard, um, because most people that you see in the world are agents, and, they're working on the opposing side, of humanity, of just society, what we live in today, and they're against all those things. They want to control and manipulate everything about you as a person. And it's we need to be heard, as people. We need to further discuss gang stalking. We need to bring up these targeted individual weapons, devices, apps, satellites that they're all beaming down on us, and you know, and they're hiding all the information out there in the world, even though, you know, there's millions of websites on gang stalking and people are making videos everywhere, but somehow they're blocking shadow out, banning the algorithm. Somehow they're like blocking people from getting the message out there to others, and like also like the other reason is then most people are agents and things like that, and they're focused on other issues in their life when they're being controlled in other ways, the public, and they're not aware of gang stalking like they should be aware, like you know um, that it's gonna cost them their freedom in the end, and then they think, having a little bit of fun torturing somebody and murdering people and raping people is going to be like their freedom, when it's only going to be their control, ultimately in the end, where everyone's going to be wiped out, like one day, like it's going to be like a Mad Max movie scenario sort of thing. In Australia, that's sort of how it will be here. you know um, we're going to have climate change, we're going to have all these things to deal with in the future, because we couldn't look after the earth, we couldn't take care of people good enough, and we cause so much pollution, we cause so much damage to the earth. They only think about money and things like that. And these gang stalkers as well, they just think about themselves. Their gang stalkers are narcissistic, they're self-centered, and gang stalking is a very self-serving like job as a person, you know, and they don't know that they're selling themselves out, and when it comes to your own family members and things like that being manipulated against you and things, it's it's a very selfish like program, that how they manipulate people to turn on against each other, and what's going on in the world is biblical, you know, to just to mention it, like, we're all being, even in the Bible it says, will normal people will look crazy to people, and crazy people will be praised. And it says like passages like that, and it just boggles the mind, how, even in other ancient texts like the book of Hermes, the book of Thoth, as above, so below. And, they even mentioned how, people will turn on one another, and, you know, evil will be made to look good, and, good will be made to look evil. And, that's that's the reason why, a lot of things aren't being heard the way they should be and things, because it's we're made to look crazy. Like, people are made to look insane when you're speaking the truth. And it's true what they say, the truth is stranger than fiction. Like, my life is just chaos. My life is just upside down with these gang stalkers stalking me every single day. I can't breathe around these people. Like, they suffocate me every single day. And it's very hard just to, like, go to the bathroom and things like that, and just simple things like that. Your privileges are being taken away from you. Sort of like, they don't let you just live a normal life. It's always you're being harassed, always you're being assaulted, always being put down, discredited. And that's what they make you look like in public. They make you look crazy when you go out in public. And especially when you're going on social media trying to explain this to people. You look crazy and things like that. Like, I'm watching this dude the other day, Nappy, right? People are telling him, oh, just take a pill and it'll all go away and things like that. Look, you can't make things like this go away with medication and things. It's people are agents, you know what I mean? People are, like, being manipulated and trafficked and used and assaulted, and Havana syndrome and you can't make a pill make that shit go away. Like, and they like to use mental health on people. That's a gang stalker's favorite, targeting. They try to make you look insane. Like, they try to make you discredit you. They try to and put you in a mental hospital. Like, right now, even with the doctors that I see and things, I have to pretend that everything's okay, just so that I don't get locked up. If I talk about gang stalking, look, I'm being followed. They're in the room while I'm speaking to you right now, doctor. Like, these people follow me inside the doctor's room when I'm having an appointment. And, like, I can't just tell the doctor, look, we're being watched right now. You're being monitored. Everything that we say and do is being manipulated right now. And you're going to try to manipulate me and so on and so on. And, it's the gang stalking program. And you're not helping me the way you should be. You're going against your medical profession in what you're doing and what you're trying to tell me. And, even my doctor's being manipulated and used. Like, I get followed inside the doctor's appointments where I have, consultations and things like that in front of a psychiatrist. And, my psychiatrist is an agent, basically. They're all part of the secret societies that are run in the world today. And, I'm being held against my will. Like, they've discredited me, they've humiliated me, put me down. Everything, like, my whole life is being held against my will. And, like, it's very hard for me to prove. I'm being made to look insane when, like, I'm being targeted by people, specific type of people, neighbours in my community and so on. And, it's hard to talk about how sick the world is today. You look literally insane when you say that you're being followed around by ghosts. You look insane when you tell people, like, I've got invisible people following me everywhere I go. And that's a lot like that for a lot of people. They're being sodomized, raped, trafficked, used, manipulated, and it's being held against their will, like, their whole lives, because gang stalking has like such a grip hold on society that your own family members are involved in your gang stalking. And like that's why it's hard for you as an individual to get your message out there on YouTube and other platforms. You know, like some of these TIs should be having millions of subscribers. You know, they do a fantastic job explaining like gang stalking, you know, and like it helped me through a lot of dark times, you know, where I didn't have a clue who these people were and what gang stalking was and things like that, and why I was being used as a punching bag for just individuals, specific group of individuals, you know. And then I found out, you know, like they're trying to turn me into a paedophile and trying to wreck my whole life and, you know, try to get rid of you, trap you inside a computer, put you inside this AI computer and supercomputers that they're using on people and try to trap you that way and things. And, you know, you're not being heard because most people are agents and you should be getting way more subscribers than you're getting now. Gang stalking is some of the most important information in the world and it needs to be heard. Your children, your wife, your mother, your father should listen to what is going on in the world, because it could be you next. You could be targeted, and you got to get out on social media and expose gang stalking more and more in the world today. You know, and I urge people like to make videos and try to get on the news if you can. You know, like and try to expose gang stalking. And with that being said, take care.